Look, welcome to the Please Subscribe show. And I don't... Let's get the sunlight. Are you up there? There he is. It's right up here. Right there. Right, Critter? No, but they're not going to stop watching your show because you have the constitutional right to vlog Hollywood. I don't want to, be like a bitter actor like James Lipton. I don't want to be that. James Lipton didn't get a lot of shots, but he did produce a lot of actors, right? Everyone just rolls their eyes and says stupid. Well, you know what? That kills. When you roll your eyes and you call another actor stupid, that actually hurts and that kills. I mean, I have a family. Be respectful. Show some respect. In the voice of Marlon Brando, show some respect. Or actually it's Michael Corleone, but still it was his voice. But show respect. Show respect. Because if you don't give me any respect and it comes back around, do you really think that I'm going to give you respect? And this is your time now, right? This is your time. And let's say you lose your time. And then it becomes my time. What do you think that I'm going to do? I mean, what should we do, Critter? Huh? What should we do? Right? Well, we got another assignment. I'm going to turn off here so I can turn around and get around these buttholes right here. All right. There's a Trump supporter. I saw the little sad reunion of Adam the Woo, who lived in Hollywood for 2 years in an apartment. You know what? Who wants to live there with a bunch of a-holes, One time I asked these people after my car got towed at the Comedy Store, it was kind of a sign. I asked this lady who was, I guess, trying to be a model or something. Her eyes were all dark. She's with her stupid boyfriend or whatever. And I asked her, I say, can I get a ride back to Long Beach? I'm just trying to get back home. I got work to do and all this other stuff. And she goes, no! That's how people treat other people in L.A., especially on the Sunset Boulevard. Right in my face at a place called The Structure. It's rude. This blonde-headed lady. It was like really, really rude to me, I ended up getting the car back, though. I had to use a credit card. This was like in 2001. It was a sign, Well, you know what? Now I'm saying no. Because I have a feeling that I'm probably going to be the next upcoming thing when it works out. And I have a feeling that I'm going to be sitting in power. And when that happens, I may be the person going, no! All I'm saying is that since I had to do all this stuff, when the time comes and the tables turn and I'm the one in power, don't come to me begging. Okay? I asked you guys for help. I asked you, Adam the Woo, to help. I asked you to come to Texas and we go vlogging. Jordan the Lion, sure, why not? If you want to help. But since you're choosing at this moment not to help, when the time comes and you need my help, don't ask. If you're not, and today is July 3rd, you can see. If you don't get in a vehicle and come to Texas by July 4th to help me as of tomorrow, then I'm going to hold that against both of you. So you have 24 hours. This vlog will go up at midnight. You have 12 hours to get in your car and come to Carrollton, Texas, to vlog at Carrollton, Texas. There's a Music City Mall there. You get as close as you can to vlog there within 12 hours, or I'm going to hold it against you for a very long time. I'm going through some struggles, and I need assistance. And you know damn well Quentin Tarantino is not going to pick up his phone and do anything for me. He killed Luke Perry, basically. So here's the thing, or I think he did. You get in your vehicle, you come to Texas, and you vlog with me, I won't hold it against you. And I mean within the next 24 hours. It'll be July 4th, 2021 tomorrow. Okay? Deal? So my suggestion is watch my show. Because if you don't do this for me, you're going to be put on my shit list. And you don't want to be on Cole Spivey's shit list. You understand? So here's where the festival needs to be played for poverty. Any musician that has any balls will donate his money to poor people that are struggling, people that need food. And the festival, I want to call it 76262 Festival in this area, because there's poor people that live in the surrounding area, while there's rich people that thrive on them, and they're basically eating them, right? Because what happens with poor people is rich people eat them, right? And I don't want that to happen anymore. So if the big bands can't make it because they're too wrapped up in themselves, then small bands can come here. And they can hold a festival to help other people. If you're interested in helping other people. Why don't we, like fat boys, why don't they come over here and they can eat at Dizzy Lucy's and talk about how good their hamburgers are? Look away. See that guy right there? He's on my shit list.
Why don't you wait for the green light, buddy?
4th of July is a time of respect. So we're coming up to a very tough holiday. There are people out there that are grieving and suffering. You may have gone overseas, but you didn't earn the right to come over here and treat other people and belittle them like you would a sand you know what. I am not a sand you know what. I'm not a skinny, like they call them. I'm a full-blooded average American with a YouTube show. And you want to go around tossing your muscle around with your woman sitting right by your side. You want to do that around me? You better watch it. My family was ripped from me, not from you. So I only have one thing left, right? This is directly to you with your little sunglasses. See, Foster Harrington, my friend, he used to drive around like that with his little sunglasses like he was a police officer. I think he tried to have a woman in Alabama, but see, Foster's dead. He's not on the frequency of life anymore. He's on the dead frequency, right? The dead frequency. Some of the people that you probably came across are on the dead frequency overseas, aren't they? They didn't make it back here, did they? Did their family make it here? So you have your liberty? 4th of July is coming tomorrow. I took away your liberty. Do you need another 7 minutes?
It's gonna be
Another 7 minutes or another 10 minutes?
It's gonna be like 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Gotcha. Just like you, I have the right to fight as well. So, I took away your lady. I took away your liberty. And she asked me something. Does it feel good? Well, I could have done worse. But yeah, feels a little bit better. See, all you had to do was wait at the stop sign for about 5, maybe 6 minutes. I probably would have moved on eventually. But you don't have any patience. And the woman that was sitting next to you in the car, she realizes that you don't have any patience now. And now she's disgusted with you. Eventually will be. Because I've never seen such a dinky pussy driving around with such a beautiful woman in my entire life. And if I was her, I'd get out of the vehicle and walk home. See, these rednecks are so stupid because they just sit in their car like ducks, like sitting ducks. Like a bunch of mentally challenged people that eat too much meat. They're just sitting there like an idiot. When they go off, they think they can disrespect and honk at people. If there's a problem, and they think they can disrespect people, well, that's over, right? So I got Critter the cat, and I've got you helping me. Don't disrespect me. So that's all you can say to me after I sit there and honk. You honk at me, and then what do? I just turn around and honk back at you. And all that the woman can say to me is, do you feel better? Well, no. How about this? I take you out on a date. You get a hold of me. Just make a comment on this channel. I'll take you out on a date like a real man. And yes, by the end of the date, I will feel better. Because let me tell you something, lady. I have 3 children. That means I'm very fertile. And I can tell that man is having problems putting babies in you. I won't have any problems putting babies in you. And yes, when I see that baby come out of you, I will feel better. Because I have felt better 1, 2, and 3 times when all of my children came out of my wife, right? That's how I feel better. And then afterwards, I will get a DNA test to make sure that those 3 babies that I put into you, well, I already put 3 babies in 1 woman, but I'll get a DNA test. And when the baby comes out of you, I will go and get the results for the DNA test, and I will feel better, right? Your little lazy husband in his little white pickup truck that his daddy bought him, I'm not impressed. And also another thing too, that guy belongs to Uncle Sam. He should treat people like me. He should treat people like me with respect, because he went over there and diddled around, drove a tank around, right? I'm a big bad boy. I'm driving a tank and killing a bunch of Afghan women. I'm raping a bunch of Afghan women. Look at me. I'm a big bad boy. I'm driving my truck around, right? Now I could come home and drive around Roanoke, Cole Spivey's hometown. And I can just drive around and act like a butthole and honking around all day long, right? Does that make him feel better? Y'all aren't doing anything. Where's the kids, right? Where's your kids? Sit on a white truck. You know, if I were you, lady, I would leave that redneck and find somebody that treats other people with respect. Instead of driving around with shades, I'm gonna go get an AR-15, or I'm gonna go get a gun. I'm gonna go down to Texas shooting range, and I'm gonna go practice. You know, who cares? The guy that probably has a PlayStation at home. You know, who cares? You know. That's what I have to say. Go find a real man, and I would treat you like a respectful lady. I'd take you to like Frisco's. I'd take you out, you know. I'd put a baby in you. That's what I do. Look at that flag right there. You don't think I'm an American? Boom. I mean, watch my episode of She's Having a Baby, part 8. Actually, no, I think it's part 7 or part 6. She's Having a Baby. That's one of my episodes. I take my woman out to fajitas. I wasn't going around honking at people, you know. I treat other people with complete respect. I don't have to go around bullying and doing super masculine to other people, right, to make me get off. I don't need that. I have God on my side. I have Jesus Christ to share with you, not a white pickup truck that costs too much money and burns too much gas. See, yeah, Roanoke is one of my hometowns. And this butthole's going to come up behind me and start honking at me, you know, because I'm not quick enough for him. I'm not moving around quick enough for him, right? Just not quick enough. Well, you know what? I didn't need to go to some boot camp to have 3 children and a family. I didn't need the military to have a family. All I needed was Jesus Christ. Let me tell you something. Jesus Christ can crush the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine in 1 little second. Jesus Christ can crush her and all her dominion and her empire. Jesus Christ can destroy all your little guns, everything that you own. He can take it all away. in a matter of one little button that he allows me to push. See that guy behind me? I'm not going to come up behind him. He's in a motorcycle. If something were to happen to his motorcycle, I'm not going to sit there and honk at him, and cause a lot of problems, right? You don't know what's going on with me. You don't know what's going on with my life at that moment. Don't just get behind me and honk. Show some respect. Now, I guess, it comes back to the Trump thing. If you want to treat me like him and you're honking for support, but I was at a stop sign. Show support at the right time. Don't show support at the wrong time. So if you want to honk to show support, I'll honk right back. Oh, and one more thing about your little woman sitting in the side. My woman's 50 times, I'd say 100 times more beautiful than she is. Matter of fact, I thought she was kind of ugly. My woman, she's a movie star. So she's like, I want him dead. I want him dead, honey. Well, you know what? That little pissant mother effer, this little white truck, he ain't gonna do anything to me. All he's gonna do is bow. So get on your knees and pray. You honked at the wrong guy today, didn't you? It was one last honk, right? Honked at so many people, your little truck. Well, today, I'm gonna say one thing to you, and it's not God bless. What comes around, goes around. I saw your little disabled veteran thing. Why don't you stand out on the street and ask people to help disabled veterans, right? You're a disabled veteran? Boo-hoo. So my father and his father before him were railroad men. For railroad. That's why I pay attention to the train so much. The booth is coming up this way. Kind of show respect to them. Take a moment when they pass. I like the sound too. I guess it's in my blood. They were both military men too. One Navy, one Army. That's who you're messing with, right? So you went over to the Middle East and you treated people like trash, just like you treated me. Driving around with your provision, right? Who is what that woman was in the passenger seat. She was your provision, right? She's gone. She left you. She was your provision. Well, maybe she'll come back. I don't know. You don't really know what it feels like. You don't know what pain feels like. You think you do, but you don't know real mental anguish. So go around, go bullying people, get what you want. Very smart to stay in your vehicle, though. It's very smart of you to stay in your little truck. That was very smart of you. Very smart. Now, what would have happened if you were a police officer? Right? You know what would happen. And that's what I'm going to stop. If you were a police officer and I did that to you, you would have flipped the F out, right? Because a police officer only knows force. He knows brute force only. So you're real smart staying hidden in your little truck. So you pass the temptation, you pass the test. But what would a police officer would have done? Because we have to show respect to the people that are out there killing people and robbing families. Join my side. That disabled veteran stuff isn't going to help you. Look, my dad, he's got his disabled veteran hat on. He's not a disabled veteran, but he's a guy with polio, a victim of polio, or a survivor of polio. He's got his Vietnam hat on. He's playing that card. That's not a card you want to play the rest of your life. I would stand up to this bullying country. And I'd stop being a bully. Stop it. It's time to not necessarily put your gun down, but it's time to put your lethal force down and to step aside and to tell the bullying police officers that would have thrown a fit to turn their badge in. We are going to change this country together. Now, does that make me feel better? Your snatch or your lady told me, does that make you feel better? Yeah. To disarm the entire police in all 50 states, that makes me feel better.